Hello everyone. So I'll be explaining the architecture and the working functionality behind the real-time clipboard. Like how do we manage to share large text and files in real time, and what's the backend behind the real-time clipboard. So before explaining this, I would like to recommend you to watch the previous videos which I have made like 1 year ago. I'll be uploading one more video of real-time clipboard with the latest updates news so that you can also watch. After those two videos, this architecture explaining video will be coming out. So I'll be explaining you all of that just in a minute in this video. So okay, so the website is uploaded on Netlify. Netlify allows us to host our front end for the app. So here the app is made using React.js. We have used Vite. We have also recently implemented pre-rendering functionalities, or you can say pre-rendering logic, to allow each pages to render individually. So that helps us to get better SEO and rankings, also improves the page speed. So on the React itself, we have Google Analytics to track all the events happening on the applications. We also have Google AdSense. So we run the ads to run the services for free. For everyone, it is completely free to use. We do not charge any amount. We do not ask you to sign up. So to support the servers and the costing which we have to incur for Firebase and Cloudinary, we rely on completely on the ads. That's like not too much, but that helps us to keep somewhat on. So on the React, on the front end side, when you paste your text contents, that text content is bind with a room ID, and that room ID is located in the Firebase. So we use Firebase real-time database. On the Firebase, we have the premium plan, or you can say the Blaze plan, which is you have to pay as to go. As the system scales, we have to pay for it. So each room has its own containers in the database. That containers contains the text data, your images, file content, or the users which are currently on that room using. Every data is each room's data is stored in a separate containers, so nothing gets collapsed with another room. So that's how we maintain the data in the real-time database. On Cloudinary, each room code is attached with each container on the Cloudinary also. So whatever image you upload over here is associated with the room ID in the Cloudinary also. So we use Cloudinary for your image sharing, for your file sharing, and currently we like the latest update, we support all types of files. So that also we have implemented using Cloudinary. Each, as you can see over here, we have a room ID. So each container is unique to its room ID. Similar way, Cloudinary in the output provides us a URL. So not just image URL, but also file URLs. So that's also stored over here. So whenever you request for file upload, file download, or deletion, these both things are involved into that. Similar way, you can see here image content flow going directly to the Cloudinary. But before going to the Cloudinary, we have an intersection for the Firebase to also to like, find the specific room code and associate with the Cloudinary service. Now, this was how your front end works. Now, there are much more things which I have like not added over here. This is just like the upper layer of the architecture, not explaining you very much of how things work actually. Another thing which we have is GitHub Actions workflow. So this is completely separate. This is not associated with the Netlify or any Firebase Cloud. This is completely different flow. So this we use to validate the data in our Firebase real-time database. Basically, our uh, this is GitHub Actions workflow which we use to validate the data in the Firebase to ensure that the data in each container is completely safe, reliable, and like not contains any kind of harmful files or content which can harm your which can attack your systems. So in the GitHub workflow actions, we have a script file which starts the workflow, which fetches all the data. So the complete rooms data is fetched from your Firebase. Then we run a Python script which checks all the content of the files. Each room's content is checked individually, and then we collect out the metrics. After the script completes running, we get some of the metrics which we check to validate the data. If then again those metrics are submitted to a sheet. So this is basically a Google Excel sheet. There we track down all counts. So this script like runs every day, you can say, or sometimes multiple times a day. So we track all the numbers in the sheet. Then this data gets compressed. Whatever the metrics we did, this gets compressed, and then this gets transferred over to a Telegram service, which is a Telegram bot. So that creates a backup basically for the metrics. So we store all the metrics to check like in case, uh, let's say in future if the data crashes or something happens, we can check these metrics and check what room code was there, which was actually a faulty one. Then if backup fails or the metrics, we can say that when it's transferring data from Telegram to the Telegram service and the data fails, we have an email service over here which checks like what was the issue. And then all of the metrics data here directly gets transferred to us via the email. Then we can check like if what was the issue and we can manually enter them over here. And if the tricks data was mentioned, then all like if something happens and the sheet doesn't allow us to update the data. So like we submitted the data from here to the Google Sheets, but this failed somehow. So that also gets notified to us via email service. So that we have made implemented. Other than that, we also have Google Cloud implementation over here for premium version of the Firebase to increase the connection limits and database size that we have done. For this page, it's completely faster. You can definitely connect like 200K users at a time. We have also implemented Google Analytics for each and every tracking. We have Google Actions, as I said in the starting of the video. We have like few more services which we have added for security purpose. And recently we are working on like improving the SEO stats and metadata so we can rank our website higher on the internet and get more traffic to our users. Current numbers, if I show you, those are also like pretty impressive. I can show you those as well. So this is like 100% of time. You can verify this with Google Analytics. We have 50,000 limit is reached. So let's say this room code hits this 50,000 characters limit. We also have a Discord webhook over here somewhere. I can like maybe draw later on. We have a Discord webhook service which notifies us that hey, this room code or like this particular room code has hit the target for 50,000 characters. So we track how many times this room actually hit the 50,000 characters limit. So let's say it hits once, then it again twice, then again thrice. So we have a upper cap limit on that, that how many maximum times you can hit this limit. Once that limit is reached, this room code gets blocked. So you cannot access right now because this is like an indication that hey, someone is misusing this room again and again and hitting the maximum characters limit for no reason. So that number which we have set as the upper limit is very high. So don't be like you can safely use it for like 10, 20 times. That's perfectly fine. We do not track that much. It's the number which we have kept for this. It will completely higher. Once that number is hit, this room gets completely blocked and this is not usable anymore. You have to create another room and then use that thing. That data gets like deleted and that room code gets completely blocked for access. Uh, I guess similar way with the Discord, we have something on Google and Excel regarding this thing over there, which I told you like sheets metrics. So this also has some conditional checks after the metrics sheet, like if the metrics numbers are hitting a certain limit, we carry out a report filing process from our Google Cloud Console to check all the metrics and mention so that our billing or whatever so the amount we are paying for the billing doesn't hit a higher number and we don't have to pay a lot for that month. So that also has a complete checks over there. Yeah, I guess that's it. I can explain for now. Will not be revealing many things out here. So that's how we complete real-time clipboard architecture works. I'm working on new for few more projects which I will show you in the future. So also make sure you subscribe the channel and we'll show you the more projects coming soon. Thank you.